Right, mate. Just a quick one on this drop pods because this one came at quite an ideal time. So this is a little blue one. These are really useful for getting hold of. Now you'll notice they come in different colours, and also see it says supply crate 70 out of 100. That's basically a timer. I can't remember the exact time. You usually have enough time to get them. But that's basically the time at which you've got left to grab. It's obviously time sensitive. Different colours you need to worry about are, so you've got white ones, green and blue are the more like lower level ones, and obviously we're on the beach, so you're going to find them a bit more around there. I think that might be an either white one in the background. If I get my little thing out, could be yellow. I need to go up closer to it. Or could be green. Most likely white because we're on the thing. Yellows, reds and purples are your best ones, really. And in that you'll get that's a little oviraptor. They steal eggs. They won't really cause you too much problem. But as I say, is he going to cause a problem or is he going to steal from me? I don't know what he's doing. They're really good. They're really handy to get stuff from, as you may probably already be aware. So go up to it, triangle to access it, and then here it tells you. These little symbols here are gateways to get into, fight into the boss arenas. Won't need to worry about them at any point at this stage, but eventually we will. Crafting requirements, basically you craft the portal and then you go into to fight the various ones. And on the islands you've got 3 bosses that you all fight separately. Some islands, or some maps, you can fight all the bosses in one arena thing, but this one you've got the Broodmother, which is a giant spider doodah, the dragon, and a Metapithecus, giant monkey beast thing. We don't need to worry about them for now, but and there's different levels. So the easier version of that will be is green, I think it is. I think it's the gamma. Then I think it goes beta, then it goes alpha, which makes sense for the alphabet. So yeah, as I say, and they all require different things, and those things that the crafting require artifact of this, artifact of that. Some require you to get an Allosaurus brain. It might be the skin of a Sarco, that sort of thing. The artifact of the things, they're things we'll find in certain caves. We can do little missions together to get the artifacts, and we'll go through them. They're quite good fun, actually, and they're sort of dotted all over the island. We have to do various little cave missions for, or exploring for, and things like that, which is quite good. And all the other things, like the Allosaurus brain, there's like a T-Rex arm, whatever. When you kill them certain animals, you'll get meat and hide and whatever from them. You'll also might get like a little like satchel pack or something, that might have like arrows in or some berries or whatnot. But also on some of them dinosaurs, you will have these things. You'll have Allosaurus brain. So if you kill an Allosaurus, you'll get a brain thing, which you'll use as a bit of a tribute. Says it marks your it's testament to you as a hunter or something like that. So we'll collect them things up as we go. Don't worry about them for now. But as I say, once you get into these drop pods, these are the things that come up. You might get these blueprint things, or you might get a straight up dodecaurus, like a saddle or something. I'll tell you what we'll do. So usually I just go transfer all. Unless I'm struggling with carrying stuff, I'll just hit transfer all and transfer all. Transfer all takes the beacon away, and then you can go off and analyse what it is you've got. If you're struggling a bit with weight, just be careful what you're taking and only take what is needed. But in this sense, we've got 2 things. And actually it's worked out quite well to help explain a little bit more about them. So as I say, depending on the colour of the crate that's dropped, you'll get different things in. At the lower levels, some can be quite handy. Sometimes it might be a white crate and it'll be like a bit of wood and some thatch and rubbish stuff. Other times it can be quite good. It could be like crafting things like it might be like some wooden foundations or stone foundations or a couple of little things like that. You think, actually I might want to make a little base here or something like that, or just carry that, or so that can be quite good as well. But as I say, the better one, funnily enough, that was actually a blue one, and we got some decent enough stuff out of them. So we've got a blueprint for a compass. Now, first and foremost, the compass wastes time really. If you hold down, sorry, not hold down, if you hit your the touchpad, it brings up your map. Obviously yours will be probably less filled in than mine will at the moment, but you don't really need the compass because we've got the little marker on there to tell you where you are and where you're facing and whatnot. I think the compass is a bit pointless really, and that goes into one of them, like I was saying before, don't worry about unlocking everything of the engrams. Compass is, I think, a bit pointless. What this is a blueprint for a compass, so it's not the compass itself. Now, blueprint allows you to basically get access to items such as these if you haven't unlocked them as an engram, or if you are too low a level to unlock them. What you do is you then put the blueprint in. I think in this case, I don't even think you need to craft it in a smithy or anything. I think you can just craft this as you are. If you have enough fibre, hide and metal in this case, and actually, interesting enough, you just need metal, not metal ingot. We'll come on to that later. But if you've got enough of that, you can then double click it and create it, or put it in the smithy and create it there, and then without having to unlock it. Blueprints can be a bit pointless at times. They can be good, but I don't worry too much about them. This is a saddle for Doedicurus. Now, do I have a Doedicurus? I don't think. What was that? That wasn't a Doedicurus I had in here, was it? They're raptors and and iguanodon, wasn't it? So Doedicurus, I don't think I've got one at the moment, but the important thing to note about these is actually the ascendant title at the beginning / end of it. When you're crafting things in a smithy or just by hand, whatever, they'll usually be primitive. Okay, there's different levels of the, say for example, a saddle. You can get, you start off with your primitive, and it will give you, like for example, any of the ones we've got on these dinos. If you look at your power inventory up there, if you go on anything, you've got primitive power sword saddle, 100% armor. Also, so it's 25 armor, which is pretty decent. It's your basic one. It adds a bit of protection, adds a bit of armor to your dino, and also allows you to ride it. With this one, the armor here, because it's an ascendant one, is 132. Now you'd need to look at what a primitive Doedicurus saddle would be to see the difference in that. But that is ascendant is the top level, and you get, I think it goes primitive, something like primitive, ramshackle, journeyman, apprentice, and ascendant. I think that's the 5 levels basically. Ascendant's the top one you can get. It's what gives you like the most powerful weapons, the most powerful saddles, armor. They're the things it tends to focus on. If you look at the gun I've got, I picked this gun up. If I do it down here, I picked this gun up in a drop pod. It wasn't a blueprint, it was a straight up gun, and it's an ascendant simple pistol. And for the weaponry, it shows you the weapon damage. There I've got 344.9%. So it's a pretty lethal gun, this one. It's pretty damn decent. If you can get any ascendant stuff, then it will make your life a hell of a lot easier. It will make your life a hell of a lot easier in protecting yourself, in taking things down. Tranking, if you combine trank arrows or trank darts with an ascendant rifle, for example, it will require a lot less trank darts. It also can be a disadvantage if you try and trank something basic like a parasaur or a pteranodon, for example, with an ascendant rifle. It might instantly kill it. So you've got to weigh out carefully. But what I'd say is, by and large, the ascendant weaponry, armor, or saddles, or anything like that is what you want to try and aim for as much as possible. So anytime a crate like that comes down and you get the opportunity to hit it, as I say, the red and yellow ones and purple are absolutely golden if you can get hold of any of them. But we'll need to go probably a bit further into the island for that. That could be one there. Might be a white one, hard to see from here. But as I say, that sort of explains the leveling of that. But primitive stuff at the moment is perfectly fine. It's not going to be a massive disadvantage. It just adds to you, just boosts it a little bit. So that's worth bearing in mind there. But I'll leave that video for that now. But as I say, just sort of sums up your drop pods, the various things in them and that could be found in them, and as I say, your ascendant stuff and your weaponry, your saddles, and your armor.